let's talk about Soul. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did have lunch with Danny Rubio. He said to tell you all hi.
Hi, Danny.
Yeah, he said he's going to go to a jazz festival that he's performing at with Banu, and it's in what's the place in Arizona?
Tempe.
New Mexico, by Area 61.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that city?
Um,
Yuma?
Huh?
mm,
You know,
Yuma?
Area
Is that
60.
Yuma?
No, 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 no. The
what is that? I
oh
can't.
well, maybe we should start over again, Tom. So it's wait,
Barry.
What's kicking, yo? What's kicking?
Yeah,
Hey, Barry.
yeah.
I'm
Good
trying
morning,
to.
Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, yo.
Mm.
Barry may know where Danny's going.
Yeah, he's gonna go with Banu to a jazz festival. It's where area is it Area 51 or 61?
51.
Somewhere in Utah or
No, it's in New Mexico.
New Mexico. Okay.
Yeah,
I
Area
don't know.
51's in Nevada.
I don't know exactly
that's
where
right.
he's going. He called me yesterday and told me who he's playing with.
Oh, okay. Banu is gonna be there. He said.
Banu,
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna do something with Banu and a few
Mhm.
other guys.
Okay, all right. You know the place that they have all the alien sightings and
Area 51.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me say.
It's in the
It'll
That
come,
doesn't exist, though,
I know. It'll come to me
officially.
before the meeting is over. This
know.
is you get for having an all over 70 meeting. And everybody's gonna
Well,
have to start.
Way,
everybody's over 70, I
yeah,
think.
way over
I
70.
think I'm the youngest of this group, you know?
Yeah,
I just
probably.
turned 73. And if I remember, everybody that I worked with was pretty much that's in this group still alive was younger than me or older than me. I was
Yeah,
like the pup.
yeah,
Yeah. I remember when I worked at the club, the only people there older than me were Roger and Fred. They were a year older than me. I
yeah,
was the oldest.
And Roger seems so old. You seem so old then.
yeah. I'll
I'm
be
80. I'm 80 now. Roger's
I'll be
81. I guess
74.
Fred's deceased, of course.
Yeah, I'm 74 at the end of the month.
Oh,
Okay,
All
so
right. What
Area
day?
51 is a highly classified United States Air Force facility located at Groom Lake, a dry lake bed in Nevada desert,
Okay, well,
85 miles north of Las Vegas.
it's not Area 51 then. I think it's I'm trying to remember the name of the city. Or maybe it is like I was thinking it was the one in
it was like Highway 61 revisited or something, or
yeah, maybe that was
maybe.
it.
Area
Bob
51
Dylan, Bob
revisited.
Dylan playing yeah,
Oh, no.
running down the road trying to loosen my load and
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, that's Highway 66.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. 66. Never mind. Well,
I
see what
got a
happens.
picture of me. I got a picture of me standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona.
I got one of those too.
That's when,
7
I
women
think
on your
Tom and I took one back in the 70s. I got one about 15 years ago.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went through there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's when the song was popular. I stopped there on the way back. I bought a little motor home in San Francisco and was driving back. I wanted to get another picture. And the unfortunate thing that our wonderful civilized culture has done to the Native American culture is we've destroyed their spirituality, a lot of alcohol and a lot of stuff. So driving through, that's a large, significant Native American population there. So we're driving through, and I stopped and talked to the guy, and he said, "Hey, you looking for that corner?" And I said, "Does it show?" And he said, "Yeah." So it got to be so bad at one time with tourists, they actually built a sign on the corner of a park, and it's called this. You're standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. So I found that corner, and this very intoxicated Native American kid come up and he said, "Hey, give me some money." And I said, "Tell you what, I won't give you money, but I'll hire you to take pictures." So I gave him my phone, and he took pictures. And as he was about 30 feet away, I thought, what if he decides to leave with my phone?
Yeah.
I got it. It's
But he didn't. So
Yeah.
Roswell, New Mexico.
Roswell, yeah.
That's
Oh
where
yeah,
they got.
Roswell's where they had the first verified until the Air Force unverified them. The first UFO sightings big time in New Mexico. Yeah, they've made movies about Roswell.
Yeah.
It's
That's where Danny and Banu are going, Roswell.
Roswell. Oh, okay.
And Danny says he's going to take some pictures. They have a McDonald's there that they have a like, it looks like a alien craft had crashed into it. There's like a flying saucer stuck into it. So I take a lot of pictures, Danny. I'd like to see him.
Yeah.
Well, Danny's taking,
Well,
on Ozempic and he's losing weight. So it would be kind of funny if he loses as much weight as he used to, he used to look like when he was young. He can go from skinny to heavy to skinny.
Yeah. He's looking good. He's lost some weight. We had lunch today. So
Oh, good.
it looks like Mr. Snake is going to be here today.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. David
Right.
Krippner's not. He's out doing, hey, Snake, how you doing?
Hey,
bud?
Snake, how's it going? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah, we haven't seen you for a while.
I know it. I've been major home repair, like a new roof, new
Oh,
all that kind of stuff. It's been busy.
yeah.
Yeah, those
Stop
roofs
it.
get expensive.
Soffit and fascia. Always something.
You're right. It's always something. Where's David, Tom? He said David's.
He says they're running around and he doesn't know when he's going to be back.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just out buying stuff. So
Who's that?
David.
David Krippner's out. He just sent me a message that he couldn't make it today because he didn't make it last week and the week before, and he says he's just out buying stuff. So
I think I missed 2 weeks, haven't I?
what's that?
I think I've missed 2 weeks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did,
I think he's.
but that's okay.
well, David's keeping the economy flowing. Then
Huh?
David's keep the money flowing. That's what's supposed to happen here, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a bit of just old stuff. It was in one of Your Father's Mustache Knows magazines. It was a confirmed bookings. I guess this is for the show band.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Barry was at any of these.
Beach nut.
Beech Nut Foods. They used to make chewing gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember David's in college.
That's baby food.
Yeah. Look at Bellevue. Did you have any crazy people there, Barry?
I went on these. This was a year before I got in the show band.
Okay. But I remember Gim talking about that Brooklyn Bridge birthday party. I think there are pictures of it that we showed from that we have somewhere in our archives.
Oh, so he was probably there on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Lake Compounds,
Compound, of course.
which we've become, if I ever make it to that area, I'm going to have to go there,
Yeah.
and just ride that roller coaster.
Hey, Barry, were there several show bands going at once? I mean, I look at this schedule going from Illinois to New York to North Carolina and back to New York and stuff. Were there multiple show bands?
No, he kept one show band and just the way Murata would do it, as per Joel, is we'd go out, but we didn't go out and come back home. They'd schedule a whole bunch of gigs in a row.
Hmm.
So if you look at these, they're close, but they're not on the same date. They're just, a couple of days in
Couple
between.
days, yeah.
I put it back up
You know,
again.
one of them you go from New York to North Carolina and then back to New York, and that's not. You go from
Well, New
SUNY
York,
to Nesca.
well, New York was
to New
the
York.
home,
71.
New York was the home base, and that's where everybody lived.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, Bellevue, to me, every time I think of Bellevue, I think of the mental wards. They always talk about they're going to send you to Bellevue, so.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
But did y'all actually, I don't know. I guess we can ask Gim if he show. Who else is going to get on that played? I guess Chris. Did he play in the show band?
Chris did, I did, Gim.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm sure they put you up at the finest hotels.
It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. We stayed in nice places, regular,
It's great.
Better than Holiday Inns type places,
Left the light on for you.
Yeah. Yeah. None
You
of
say
those.
better than Howard Johnson's because that's where Kent and I worked.
Oh.
Hey, great.
Back when there was just one flavor, huh?
Yep. Well, no, there was a lot of. Well, I was trying to find some video things, some little things from the past. But here's, if you like the show band, this is one about Jeff and the show band. So hold on, let me get it going.
Telling when the first time we met Jeff Allswang was.
What?
Go ahead, Herb. You're first.
Okay. Well, I first met Jeff Allswang at Lake Compounds.
Oh God!
He made me get on the roller coaster. They had a wooden roller coaster there. Just drove 4 hours, and we got right out of the car onto a roller coaster. That's Jeff Allswang.
I just sat on the roller coaster. It was free. It was free.
And Jeff gets out the audience. They had a burlap curtain at the Lake Compounds, and the curtain opens, and this crowd is screaming for Jeff. And Jeff walks up to the microphone and says to the crowd, he says, "What is this, the Planet of the Apes?"
So what was that, Herb? It was like what was Lake Compounds? What was
The
that?
oldest.
It was just a campground where all the local residents used to go hang out. And I guess it was, Jeff, you might be able to tell that better than me.
It was the oldest privately owned amusement park. It had been going on since 1870 something, and it had a big business during the big band days. They had bands come up and play. They had a beautiful hall. We didn't play in it. We played in the saloon half. And John Murata booked me up there every weekend. Oh God, I don't know how long. And I got half the time I got musicians I didn't know. John just sent anyone who was available up.
That's how most of us got our first job.
God, I know he sent everybody up there. Warren Vichet played.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Warren was sober, and he was 17. I think he was 17. And oh God, I can't. It was an experience.
Where was Lake Compounds? What state?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Yes, it was
Well, it
about.
was in Joel's backyard.
Yeah, it was about a 2-hour drive from New York.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was definitely during our COVID days because everybody's beards were long. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I miss Jeff.
Yeah, he was always good for a laugh. I tell you, he had some stories.
Yeah.
Well, and if you're interested in Lake Compound, what that was, there's one more video.
Be good.
I'll
Isn't it?
stop bugging you.
Oh, cool.
That's the roller coaster. And then on the other side was the building that we played in. I know, and
Nice roller coaster.
the building has 3 stories of steps, and I know that because
That's right.
I rolled down all 3 stories. I know that because I tripped on the top of the top step, and everyone tried to catch me, and I think they did anyway. But I just went right down. Fortunately, the steps of the wood bounced a lot, so it didn't hurt as much.
Yeah, that's an important feature. It's a totally wooden structure.
Yeah.
It's been there since Moses came down from the mountain, I think.
But it's a great place to play. But I don't even know if it's still.
There it is.
As I said, it's a great room. I played the thing for what 400 people about, and it was It was very nice. Acoustically, it works very well too.
Well, like all the big bands used to play there.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you got to see Lake Compound.
Still there, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
All right. So since the band was playing all over the place, this is just a picture, but I thought this was pretty cool because this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ed Sullivan thing.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sure these waiters are not waiters from the clubs.
No.
yeah. I think the New York staff had to dance like that, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
They should have had a bar for them to dance on. That would have been unique. You don't see that bar dancing very often.
Now the girl to the left, that's Joel's sister, isn't it? With the cymbals.
Yeah, that's Joel's sister. In one video we have, she has "Hi Mom" taped to the cymbals.
That's cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And then we got Joan playing and next to Joel. And I don't know who the other people are.
Jerry Goodnight on the bottom left or bottom right.
Who's playing tuba?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, probably Gim would know if he was here.
Yeah.
Perhaps. It was usually, was that the band usually that was playing in New York that would show up there?
Yes. But I think this was a special band.
Well, usually the band was just with the audience to begin with, wasn't it? It wasn't on the air.
Right. But this is on the air. I think this was they brought in ringers.
Yeah.
Jerry Goodnight played lead in the Denver club, and I played side with him.
And Snake, Jerry Goodnight, for the to Joel's far left. All right.
All right.
The guy with the glasses and a mustache.
Yep.
Jerry Goodnight. He was the first guy I ever heard lead a mustache band in the New Orleans club.
Oh.
19, I guess 69 or 70. In there. He was leading it. Back
Yeah,
then, they'd take the leaders of bands in the summer and switch them out to other clubs.
Well, he played lead in Denver for a while.
Because Neil Undersell was the full-time leader of New Orleans, and they for the summer they shipped him to Cape Cod and brought Jerry Goodnight to New Orleans. He was very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Very good night.
He's got a tenor banjo there too, huh?
That's true. Played tenor.
Yeah.
Did you know him, Gim? Jerry
Not at all.
Goodnight?
Not at all.
Yeah, he was a good entertainer, and he was the first I ever heard, so of course I thought he was great, but I think he was that good,
Yeah, he was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, who was it that decided when band people were going to move from one club to the other and all? Was that Joel or
Joel.
I think that was Joel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was one thing that's one part of the control he never relinquished.
Yeah.
And what was the theory behind that? They got burned out in one location, or what was the reason that he moved them?
Well, if he fired somebody, then he had to switch people around. Like when he fired Carl Lunsford out of Boston, he moved Olswang up there to lead until he could find somebody else. And so he did all that moving chess pieces.
And I don't know in his mind, I couldn't read what his mind, but I would think for consistency's sake too. In other words, if you mix in the musicians from different clubs,
yeah,
you get a more consistent thing, because when I went to New York and led New York, I picked up a whole bunch of shit that I wasn't doing in New Orleans. You get it?
Oh yeah. But it was incremental. I mean, the act is 90% the same wherever you
Yeah,
go.
that's right. You're right. It's 98% the same, but there's little pieces of stick and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
we used to do some tunes that were current on Broadway up in New
Well, yeah.
York.
Well,
Yeah.
when I'm playing in New Orleans, leading the band New Orleans, I never ever called 42nd Street.
No.
Why would I? Why would I? I get up to
Sure.
New York and you play it every freaking set.
Sure.
It's like the Saints go marching in, from New Orleans, and it made sense. But I didn't know that.
I know when Mike Gentry came to New Orleans, it was the first time I heard Ghost Riders in the Sky at the Mustache.
Well, absolutely, because that wasn't
Sure.
a big deal in New Orleans. Ghost Ride Cowboy theme.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I
But
don't,
in Denver, that was huge.
Well, Denver, yeah.
I remember doing Ghost Riders once in a while, but it certainly wasn't a regular tune.
Right.
It wasn't in the book. If somebody would ask for it, or somebody came in from Denver, let's say, to play, then we'd do it. But that was about it.
And Kent, to
How
answer
often?
your question, the musicians enjoy working with other musicians. We always did.
Oh, absolutely. You always learn something, make a new friend. It's fun.
Right, yeah.
Now, I just didn't know Joel had a system about it, or was it always because he was replacing somebody, or if he just decided to keep things stirred up?
Well, there wasn't any system. It was all ad hoc. I mean, if the occasion came up that he had to fire somebody, or somebody got sick, or somebody quit, whatever, all that stuff happened, and then he'd have to move people around, and whoever was ready to move.
Hey, Roger.
Good afternoon,
Hello,
gentlemen.
Roger.
Hey,
Hey, Roger.
how you doing?
Roger.
Pleasure to see
Hey,
you,
Raj.
gentlemen, today.
Right? Yeah, we were just in the middle of talking about how Joel would stir the bands up and members of the bands, moving them from club to club. And that reminds me of the story you told, how you had to go fire the whole Denver band once.
Yes. I was Joe's hatchet man.
Yeah. So what would warrant him want to get rid of a whole band?
I can't remember exactly the reason. Something I think they were changing floor mats from sitting down to standing up, and maybe changing uniform styles or something that I don't remember the exact reason. I just went out and took care of my job.
Sure. Smart move.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wasn't in Denver very long, but long enough to cause havoc. Damn, here comes Roger again. Everybody run.
Hide.
And you know what? When we on that thing about mixing the musicians, when we had Carnegie, which most of us that were there at Carnegie, I would say 90% of the musicians I knew and I'd worked with. I will tell you that Gim, I never met Gim
That's right.
by telephone. When Carnegie came up, I called Gim. I don't know if you remember that, but
Absolutely.
called you up, to see what was going on and all that stuff. But most of the guys at Carnegie, shit, I'd worked with, and that's the fun of it, the reminiscing and the whole deal. Even though they're from different areas, Denver or Connecticut or Colorado or wherever, it was still fun. Even though I hadn't worked a long time with them, at least a couple of nights. What the hell?
Well, I met a lot of you at Carnegie.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Denver crowd, I had the same experience, but I didn't know the Denver crowd very well. There was only hell, I don't think I remember any of them. I met any of them until Carnegie.
Yeah,
And
Bob Banzak played in Denver a lot.
Well, oh yeah, I know him for sure. But there's some Hall of Famers.
Here's some of the Denver people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of which is still alive. My God, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was that picture from?
I think just looking at the picture,
Logan, Ohio.
what I know that's at the Washboard Festival.
Okay, yeah, I see something written on the top of it now.
Yeah, it
I
says
think it was
Oldie,
Ohio,
Ohio,
because
Okay.
both Mike and Bob used to play that every year.
2009.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, how
Yeah.
do I add pictures now that I'm online?
You can send them to me and I can put them up, or you can hold them up to your camera.
I can't hold them up. Or they're already in a file. I just wanted to transfer that.
Oh, they're already, yeah.
Usually I do it before I come online. For some reason I
Yeah,
kept,
like the day before is even better.
yeah,
That way we can sort them and, yeah.
yeah, well, I put them online, but it was the wrong week.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how the hell that happened? Oh, well.
Now, Jim, this
If I
had
send them to Tom, will I, when I do that, will I sign off on this session
No,
now?
no, you can just send the email, you
Yeah,
know.
you can just do it on your computer right now.
Yeah, you can.
All right, to where do I go to on my computer? Go back to the pictures where they are?
Just like you're sending mail and then attach the pictures as an attachment.
All right, down at the bottom it says share. What is that? Would that be it?
Share.
You can try it.
Yeah, if you have the picture up, you can try sharing it directly.
If it says share, you might be able to do it. The Zoom keeps changing things.
Yeah, well, I think this is set up so that members can share. You know, because sometimes it's set up.
Yeah, I don't want to share the wrong thing, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. While you're working
Release
on
the Roger files.
I'm going to put this other graphic up we had. This was in one of the old mustache noses, and it was a confirmed month's worth of mustache bookings for the show band.
Good night. Look,
Yeah,
look at that. Holy smokes.
yeah.
You're in Geneseo, New York, and then you got to be in Davidson, South Carolina to do a gig the following day. Oh my, I can't
And
believe
then
that.
back in Brooklyn the next day.
Must be more than one band, at least.
That's what we were asking about. You know, Barry said that the way that John used to book them was that as many so that they didn't have to come home until they did a bunch of shows. You know, I don't know.
That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense, but holy smokes, what a travel obligation! You got to.
Yeah.
Look, when I was with him in '72, we'd do 3 or 4 nights in a row at different places, at a different airport every morning.
Yeah.
Where am I today?
Jim, I was going to ask you about the Bellevue Hospital thing. Was that played on the Crazy Ward or not?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Of course, y'all didn't play any heavy metal. You could have played Crazy Train. So.
Oh, grown.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
I can remember a lot of Saturday nights at the Mustache where it seemed like Bellevue frickin' Hospital.
Oh yeah.
It was more than just Saturday night.
Barry Maynard, Pete.
Well, this looked like a Saturday night to me.
Bruce O'Neill and Charlie
Hernandez.
Charlie Hernandez. And look, you see that tuba? That's the tuba that Charlie didn't own. That was owned by Loyola University.
Oh, yeah.
It got burnt up in the fire.
Oh no.
That was a hot time in the old town that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a banjo get burned up.
Oh wow, really? What a shame.
And well, here's the biggest shame. So then when the fire was going on, I wasn't working at the Mustache for 2 weeks because I went to the hospital to get my vocal cords scraped.
Oh, God.
So much screaming, I had nodules on my vocal cords, so I got them scraped. So I wasn't there.
Oh,
And I need to get a sub for 2 weeks. So I called up Buzzy because he was living in New Orleans. He wasn't playing. So I called up Buzzy. I said, look, can you do, 2 Saturday nights and 3 Friday nights? What he said, sure. The first Saturday night he came into work, that's the night the club burned down. And he lost that beautiful Gibson banjo.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was only an instrument, so.
Yeah. But I wondered if did the Mustache have insurance to help pay for these guys' equipment, or
They might have, but we didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Well, they had insurance. Yeah, of course they had insurance, but it wasn't enough to do what everybody wanted to have be done. A lot of people wanted it rebuilt. Well, that was almost impossible.
Right.
And it's just one of those crazy things that. And we talked to the owner, Fred and I, several times. And a situation like that, she really couldn't help us, and she wasn't going to give up because everybody would soon start bidding on the location once we cleared everything out.
Yeah, I told everybody earlier, Roger. I had lunch with Danny Rubio, and he and Banu are going to be playing a mini jazz festival in Roswell, New Mexico, in a couple of weeks. Yeah, so because I asked him if he sees Banu much, and he says, "Yeah, we're going to be playing a jazz fest together." So yeah, this is that old class of 42 or 27.
Class of 27.
Right.
Yeah, with
It's pretty
Sorry,
good to
no.
balance a pitcher on his head.
Yeah.
well, that was his shtick. He used to drink. Didn't he? Not only balance it on his head, he would down the whole pitcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And somebody one time halfway filled it up with vodka or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they killed
It,
it.
it almost killed him,
Ooh.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ingest that much alcohol in a hurry. Yeah.
Not a good thing. Yeah.
Sonny Helmers. Yeah. Okay.
Well, since you're talking about,
Barry sent me this picture.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Billy.
Let me see if I get it on there. Barry sent me this one this week. I think we know he's from the lobby of the hotel on the 50th.
How about that? We just said that we met at Carnegie.
Yep. A couple of Hall of Famers there.
Yeah, we met at Carnegie. I'd heard Gim's name. People talk about old players, not old players, but past mustache players and stuff like that. I'd heard your name, Gim. But when Carnegie was coming up, I said, well, let me give him a call because they
Sure.
told me you were the guy coordinating the battle of the bands from each club.
Well, I was at that point. I was mostly interested in contacting everybody.
Right.
I had an old list of names from John, and all the phone numbers were no good, and so a lot of them were no good. So I was chasing down everybody, and your call was very welcome.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Look at that picture. That's Carnegie right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
even brought
look the same.
my good banjo, didn't I? Look at it. So yeah, how about that?
I had my good banjo too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Anyway. Let's see.
And Gim and I say our good banjo players can't have one banjo. We all have 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I only got 3. I
You
got
only
one.
got 3?
I only got 3. I was looking for another one.
I get five.
I'm sitting here in my garage and there's 6 of them out here.
Well,
I mean,
That's a good picture of the
they're
club.
right there.
I got 4 bacons and a Vega box.
Say what?
I got 4 bacons and B&Ds, and I got 1 Vega box.
Yeah.
let me know if you want to sell one.
I might sell I've got a Montana that I might sell.
I'd like a better one, but that's neither here nor there.
There's Ira.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, guys.
Hello, Ira.
Was that just New Orleans I saw up there at the club, right?
Yeah.
That last picture was probably the best exterior photo of the New Orleans club of all of them, I think.
Yeah. Wish that car wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still a good picture of the club, though.
Yeah, well, now we can move
Right
the.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
That's how it looked before it burned down, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were.
And
You're talking about John.
Good there, Ira.
Hey.
And to the
Yeah.
right, where they have the circle at the top, the door, that was the Clarity where Roger had his bar.
Yeah. Right next door. There.
Wow.
Yeah. Good place.
That was a hell of a place to watch Mardi Gras on that balcony.
Oh.
My first Mardi Gras when I was in college, when I came down there, we stayed up there.
Yeah, me too. My first time I came down to Mardi Gras, we stayed up there.
It was great. What a view.
Nice view, right? Yeah.
And I told you all the story about the sign. See the sign that says "You follow his mustache hanging"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the club burned down, that sign stayed up there. It stayed up there for like 3 or 4 years
Really?
Really?
until they built something else there. All right, and they, by the way, they left the front facade the same. Building something else meant behind the facade. They gutted it out and built something else. But that sign there stood up there. I always said one time, me and my buddy, we were going to try to get it down and take it home, and we couldn't.
Looks like it's bolted in.
Yeah, it was all bolted in and all. And I'm wondering whatever happened to that sign.
Yeah.
Good sign. It's a good sign too. Well done.
Real
huh?
good sign. But
Yeah.
they took it down once they opened up.
Your father's mistake.
When they opened up the next restaurant that was in there, I can't even remember the name of it.
Should have reopened the club.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like Roger was just saying, you right before you came on, Roger was talking about that.
Yeah.
Would have still been open. You guys would have still been working.
Yeah.
Probably.
Nah. We'd have died before that. Too much fun.
Man, the best thing that ever happened to us was the mustache burning down because we all be freaking dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You're talking about John McLaren, and he did compile and helped a lot with the 50th year reunion, and this is him talking a little bit about it back then.
That's just Sakawa.
Where is he? Right. There he is.
Not only was he very generous with his money, but he was also the computer guy who kept track of everybody's names. I don't know what size computer file they have. How many names you got on there?
700 and something.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of work. How the hell we found 700 people after being gone for 25 years? But it's amazing the bond that each of you have for somebody. And we found one person, they found 5 other people, we found 2 other people. It drives you nuts, though, and John kept track of everything. And he sent out all our mailings, and he really brought the whole group.
Thank you, Joe. I'll be sending each of you the last version of the spreadsheet with all the names, address, and all things. I'll keep that going. Anybody wants to send me information, I'll add it. I'll send it to you once a year or whatever you want. And I just want to say about the mustache. I worked for Joel for about 4.5 years, and I never had more fun working for any other company, and I never got fired more times.
Okay. Yeah. No, I did get a copy of that at some point. I don't know where it is right now, but I remember John sending me the thing. I don't know how. I'm sure it would have to be updated.
Look, as soon as I heard about the reunion, the first person I called was Ira. Ira?
Yeah, I remember that.
The first person I called said, you need to get involved. Get involved so they don't fuck it up.
A lot of work went into that reunion.
Sure did.
A lot of work
It took
by
us
everybody. Everybody who worked on it.
It took us about a year to get that thing together.
Yeah, I remember our first meeting right across from what was that place? Joe Cicalo took care of it. Across from Radio City, maybe.
I guess Barry must have been our area coordinator because he called me. I know.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, Barry was very helpful.
Yeah, I did the New Orleans people and show band people stuff too. You know.
Yeah. I'm glad you
know,
did.
It took a lot of work to put together the '87 reunion as well, just in a different way than when you're playing Carnegie Hall, but to have a brunch, to have the whole theater set up to do what we did, and then to have the thing out with the tent and all that sort of stuff. That takes a bunch of coordination too. So
yeah,
I don't know who was involved in putting that on. I was just a rowdy.
Nothing to do with that.
we were just participants.
Right. I don't remember any of us having anything to do with that. I think Joel put the whole thing together.
And that was a lot of work.
Oh.
Well, for sure he did, because it was in New Haven. It was in New Haven, and he was very much into real estate in New Haven at that time. So I don't know. Marty Fay was local. He might have used Marty. I just don't know. I was out of the country at that time. I wasn't part of that.
Yeah, no, that was a hellacious amount of work. But I'm so glad y'all did.
There were 4 different locations. Yeah.
Like my first, I still think about it. Bonnie and I took a little walk tour around Times Square and went back into the hotel, and I was going to take a little rest and see everybody later. And I get a call from Tom saying, "Come on down to the lobby. We're waiting for you." And I came down. I had my little camera with me too. And the first thing I see Tom and Kent there hoisting the beer, the band's playing over there. I said, "Jesus, it was fun right away." You know, it's just like a blast.
Deja vu all over again.
It was. You know. And you can't help but singing at the top. You start singing at the top of your lungs. It's so therapeutic, you know.
It is. Sure is.
Yeah. That's right. I don't think anybody could have gone home depressed from your father's mustache, you know, because you just let it all out while you're there.
No.
Yep.
See, I had this is a picture of us from back there. Let's see. Yeah. In fact, I don't know how I got in the group with this group. I wasn't a big wheel or anything. Let's see.
There's John Marotta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's John Marotta's wife.
Yes. Sweetheart.
Jacqueline.
Jackie.
She was from the South, Louisiana.
New Orleans, I believe, but certainly Louisiana.
The only person I knew in that picture was Roger. I mean, when I was there, I hadn't met everybody before. So.
Jackie,
and that was in the lobby of the hotel, wasn't it?
Jackie was a real sweetheart. She was really.
Yeah, she was. That was her nickname. That's what we called her, Sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Okay. Yeah.
All
right.
What was that? The first night, Friday night, or?
Well, we were dressed up. I think that was after the concert or before the concert, because that's what I wore to the concert. Yeah. So, yeah, the first night nobody got dressed up. We just, it was kind of casual. Let's see this. Let's see if I can find a clip here. Well, this was just the band playing while we were, see if this was from downstairs or upstairs. Let me see. Oh, this is one of our upstairs songs.
Watch your step. Oh yeah! Woo! Golden hands up.
Watch your step, watch your step.
More peanuts.
I don't know, just the
Or I'm
sort
still not satisfied.
of, just the joy. I mean, I don't know, you could just tell everybody was just having a blast, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember that's what we used to tell the people when we'd work too. You know, said as long as we're having fun, the audience is going to have fun. You know.
That's it, right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that was almost as much of a blast as Russell.
Russell Adams.
That was on the Cape, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was at Cape Cod. Russell was in charge of the food. We got breakfast and dinner.
Yep. Remember
One
it well.
time he couldn't find his Wilson's. Everybody's trying to help him find it because he forgot where he put it. All of a sudden, we looked over at the oven. It's sort of smoky. We opened it up, and he hid his Wilson's in the oven, and then we turned the oven on. He was a character, man. That was in 65, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because in New York, he was a lot heavier than that.
Yeah.
Good point. I wouldn't have. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What was the menu at the New York Club? I'm just curious. What kind of food did y'all sell?
Hamburgers, shrimp in the basket.
Chicken.
Chicken. He had chicken, I think. What else did he have, Barry? I don't remember.
He would make a steak dinner because because Nick's when it was Nick's, that was his specialty.
Oh, Nick's, yeah.
Nick's.
But his hamburger was great. Good as any bar hamburger you want to get.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
It was.
I would have that steak dinner on my way home from work once in a while. I'd come down and get off the subway there, and then go in and have a beer. And I would see Joe and Russ playing cards,
playing gin,
losing money one way or the other. And once in a while, I would get the steak dinner. He'd still do it.
He was a holdover from Nick's, the club that was there before.
Yeah. Nick Rongetti was a great jazz club.
I have a picture of Nick's. I just can't seem to get to it right now.
I have one exterior
It's
shot of
interesting that the picture of Nick's and the picture of the Dream Room are similar with their themes.
Really?
The leather chairs and everything, the way it's laid out. And two different parts of the United States during that time period. Jazz was interesting. Also, I found very interesting when I was looking at these jazz pictures. I always thought the jazz pictures were
oh yeah, that's New York Club.
Oh yeah,
mostly black musicians, but that's not true. Most of them were white musicians, and
well, Condit had a mixed band. Next, I don't remember, but
Jack Teagardner, he died of pneumonia over to Prince Conti Hotel, and he was played a lot. He played with Louis Armstrong somewhat. They got along well.
He played with everybody, but he did play with Louis Armstrong's arm with. In '48, Louis did the famous town hall concert in New York, and that was the birth of the Louis Armstrong All Stars. At that point, Teagardner was in the band. He left after about a year to start his own band, but He was a marvelous player, just marvelous.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to those wooden mustaches hanging up from the marquee. Because they were just hanging from chains.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I found a picture of Nick. So let's see here.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Sizzling steaks, right? Yeah. Who were those guys? I wonder.
Yeah.
Who were those guys? Obviously.
You might not want to know them.
Just some wise guys, you know?
Yeah, the guys on the left with the hats, I don't think you want to know.
No. Of the musicians standing there, the guy on the left is Pee Wee Russell. I can't figure out who Muggsy Spanier was next to him.
Muggsy?
The other two I can't figure out.
Yeah, I never known anybody named Muggsy.
A very famous jazz trumpeter.
Oh yeah.
And here we have Tinkerbell. We didn't have Muggsy.
We had Ruthie the Duck Lady too, so.
Ruthie the Duck Lady. Pork chop.
Pork chop. Remember pork chop?
That's a great trivia question, by the way. Everybody knows that B.B. King's guitar was named Lucille. Trivia question is, what was Eddie Condon's guitar named? And the answer is pork chop.
Oh, had no idea.
I'll file that away for my next trivia contest.
He let me use it for a year, so I had the damn thing for a year. It was fun.
Did it smell like a pork chop?
No, not at all. Not at all. Eddie was quite a character. Really quite a character. Very, very organized, though. Even though he was a drunk, he was very. He managed to stay organized and run a club very successfully.
Here we have Roger, David, Eddie, and I don't know who the girl is.
Is that Christine?
That's Tanya.
No.
That's Tanya, the bookkeeper.
Yeah, she was the bookkeeper, and she wrote our checks before Karen got there. Rick's former.
The bookkeeper where? In New York?
In New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, there were a couple of them.
Yeah, I think she.
Yeah, she was.
But did she also sell?
I got a Tanya story. When Tom and I got to New Orleans, we went to work at the Mustache, and we had to make some extra money. So Tanya and her boyfriend hired us. Remember this, Tom, to paint their house.
Yeah.
And we went to her house, and we're doing great work and stuff. And then we sit down to have a beer, and her boyfriend was really nice, and he said, "Hey, great talking to you guys. I have to go change my motor Earl."
Yeah.
And I said, "Motor Earl?"
Yeah,
and
right.
He said, "Yeah, my motor Earl." And I said, "What's motor Earl?" And he said, "You know, Earl, the stuff you put in your motor in the crankcase, you drain it, you put it in there." And I said, "You mean oil?" He went, "Yeah, Earl."
Oh.
And that was my first really personal experience with the differences in language that a lot of people had in New Orleans, with which there's about 6 or 8 dialects, and that wasn't even getting out into Cajun country, if you will, but it was that stuck with me forever, that he had to go change the motor Earl.
That was
I did some Ursas.
Yeah, that was
some fried Ursas.
Yeah, that's like
eat some fried oysters. What is that?
Are any of you guys watching on CNN Sunday nights the series about New Orleans? It's great.
No.
It's really good. They did the first episode was all about the different food and restaurants there. Now they're going to do, I think they did Sunday, or they're doing it Sunday, all about the music and the jazz. Very interesting. The Soul of New Orleans, it's called.
Sunday night on CNN.
CNN.
Wow.
Pretty good Sunday nights.
I taped the music one, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's better than watching the news.
For sure.
Almost anything is.
Anything.
Hey, did they cover? But when they did the food one, did they cover Buster Holmes' red beans and rice?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Buster?
Love Buster.
Oh.
They had different restaurants there. You guys would know them.
Yeah, we used to go there for lunch because we would be working maintenance.
65 cents or 75 cents for a plate of red beans and rice, fresh French bread, and a Bard's root beer.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 65 cents back in the good old days.
Yeah, I never had red beans until I got to New Orleans. And the first time I went there, I drove down from Independence, Missouri with 3 other buddies. And 2 of us stayed in New Orleans, and 2 other guys hitchhiked up to New York. And there was this little restaurant across the street on the corner of Esplanade and Rampart. And we went in there and we asked the guy how much the food was. He said, "You guys short on money?" I said, "Yeah, we are." He said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to run you a tab here, and you can have red beans and rice. And when you get your paycheck, you come in and pay me." I said, "Okay." And we did that for a couple of weeks till we made some cash. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Red beans and
That
rice
was
is
pretty cool.
Monday, everybody has red beans and rice in New Orleans.
Oh yeah, you know where that started from. The cleaning ladies would come on Monday, and they would clean the house, your house or whoever's house. And when they were doing that, they put the red beans and rice on because to cook them properly, had to cook them real slow for a long time. And then that's where they started.
Come out good. If you're talking about Earl and that, my mom was from the Irish Channel area, and all her brothers, and she's one of 8. Everybody there says Earl and Tyrrellet and stuff like that. My mom did her best, but she couldn't quite do it. She would come out with, she would say Earl. She couldn't quite get the R out. It was like
Oh.
we grew up, everybody said Earl and Tyrrellet and Erster and stuff like this. And also they say bathroom instead of bathroom. Bathroom and sandwich instead of sandwich. And mayonnaise instead of mayonnaise. It's
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. And but in New Orleans, I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but they'll ask you a question and answer it at the same time. Like they'll say, "Where you going? The bathroom?"
Right.
They don't say, "Oh, yeah." So
You had a mixture of languages down there. You had the Creole and the French Spanish language, and the Cajuns had their little dialect that threw in there at you. It was pretty
I
good.
was born in the Irish Channel, and I'd go stay with my parent down in Labadeville during the summers. So I got the Cajun swang and also the New Orleans, So anyway, that was great. That was a little trip down memory lane.
I think New Orleans has the best food in the country. I tell everybody that here.
Definitely.
I really
Absolutely.
do. Best food in the country.
Sometimes you just have to take a food trip and go down to New Orleans and just eat for about a week. And
Well, I'm going to do that when we have our next reunion next year.
Well,
and it's not the fancy restaurants. It's the you
Not
just
where
go
Barry
and eat.
worked at. What was that, Barry? Where you worked? The fancy French one.
Arno's.
Arno's.
That was a
They had
nice
great
place.
food there, but it was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of that, here we go.
Fritzels.
Okay.
Yeah,
quick.
that was Fritzels.
Oh, yeah.
I got about the first 4 bars in that, and then all the sound went away. Did anybody else have that problem?
I heard the
I
sound.
heard that. Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Well, Ira, I don't know if this is any help to you, but we are going to, Emily Van Loon, not Emily Van, Emily
Joel's
Herman,
Right.
and also Joel's daughter are coming into town the second
second week of December.
December.
What daughter are you talking
Huh?
Joel.
No, she's going to come to town. She wants to do interview people and talk about Joel, and so we're going to hook up with Danny for sure and probably try by new. And Rick said he can come into town, and I don't know if Tom's going to make
I'm
it.
coming. I'm coming. I'm making it.
Are you talking about Alan?
No, Brian.
Brian.
Right.
What's his oldest daughter's name? I forgot
Alex.
her name.
Alex.
Alex, that's it. Yeah.
With
And
the
his
YX.
first wife was Alan, I think.
Yeah,
That's right.
Alan was a
That's
mother.
right.
Yeah.
But this daughter's called Brian. She's coming down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Brian. She also goes by August Lamb, but her name.
When are they coming in?
It's going to be the second week
of December
during the weekdays, Monday through Thursday or something like that.
Second week of December?
Yeah, Yeah.
What
She
month?
hadn't really given a date yet, but it's
No, yeah, but Tom said he and Emily are going to try to come down too.
Oh, good. Okay.
And Chris
So
Fenimore
the
kind of
second week of December is Monday's the 8th. It's like between the 8th and the 12th.
something like that.
What month?
December.
December.
Oh, December.
The second right would be the 8th through the 12th.
Because the first week is just right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the 1st through the 5th.
Yeah. So that's not what she's talking about because I asked her about it.
Yeah, because the airfare was a bit higher that week right
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving for some reason.
And they're staying 5 days?
Well, we don't know. They haven't answered that question.
But we're
Oh,
going to
they're
try
coming
to
in that week.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know if we could come out to an official reunion, but we could maybe get a few people together. You know.
So that's Alex that's coming in, right? The daughter.
No, Brian.
No, it's Brian.
When she was a baby, and Joe was living with Alan, his first wife, all of a sudden he comes to me, and I was living in New York. Said, "I got to go out of town on a Survivor camping thing." I said, well, "Okay." What? I said, "You need to go over and check on Alex and Alan and make sure they're all right." And the dog, Olaf, was the dog's name. It's a German Shepherd. So I said, "Well, okay."
You said Banu's going to come to it?
Huh?
We're gonna try to get her there too. She still plays around in town. Danny's gonna talk with her.
Maybe she can get Christine to come.
I could ask. I don't know if she stays in touch with Christine or not. You know, but you know.
Anyway, I used to have to go take them for a walk a lot. And the dog too. And here we are walking down the street with these people, and what the hell is going on with my job?
Other duties as a
What
scientist.
year was that, Raj?
Oh, what year was that?
Yeah.
Well,
The
hell,
had to be in the 60s, right?
It was in the 60s, yeah, and because I was at Cape Cod at 65, then back to New Orleans. Then I took off to New York. Yeah, it's in the 60s. The only thing a couple of things I never got to do when I was in New York. Bob Dylan was playing in Lower East Side clubs, and some of my buddies said, "We need to go see this guy." I said, well, "Okay." Well, all of a sudden I had to go out of town to check on some of the clubs. I never got to get over to that to listen to him play. But,
That'd be good.
yeah, well, it would have been good. Yeah, I never got to see him play, or a couple other great people that in that era of music was a lot of protest music and stuff going on. Might have to bring it back. I don't know.
I lived there 5 years, and there's still 100 things I should have done and didn't. I never got the Fillmore. I always wanted to go, but never got there.
Yeah.
All right, I talked with Danny at lunch today, and he and Banu are going to be playing at a jazz festival in Roswell, New Mexico, in a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So he said he was.
So if anybody happens to be near Roswell, just take your little spacecraft over and beam yourself over. You know?
Yeah. Tell him to take Danny with him.
Yeah.
Try to get Danny to come to Connecticut.
Say what now?
When we had Connecticut, we called Danny up together to get him down there, and he wouldn't come.
That was in '87 you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was up there 3 years. By the way, we were in Connecticut this last time. It was 3 years ago this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 years ago this week, Roger, we were all in Connecticut.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was
time plays tricks on us, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I posted
pretty damn sneaky.
Yeah.
And there's 9 of us on this meeting, and 7 of us were there.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people that were there that aren't around anymore.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Don't rub it in.
Yeah. And you didn't know sometimes it's the last time you're doing something and you don't realize it, you know.
That's true.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much you can.
Got to do as much as you enjoy every day. You know.
You bend over and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, kiss your ass goodbye. We tried to run those black and white films backwards. I never got around to it.
Look, on that note, I gotta go, guys.
Okay,
I think I'm going to
All
check
right, have
out
a
too.
great week.
We're gonna be here
Yeah,
next
for
week.
See you next week.
Yeah, it's time.
I'll send you next week is fine.
We're good
We'll
next
see
week.
what surprises Tom and Billy come up with for next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to send my pictures in early next week.
Send them in.
That'd be good.
Yeah, we heard that before, Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Guys, take care.
No.
All right, everybody stay alive for another week at least.
All
Hey,
right,
I'm
take
going
care.
to the No Kings, my first protest. I'm going tomorrow. There's a big one in Denver. There's one in Arvada, where close to where I live. I'm going to my first political protest since 1974, 75. My daughter and I are going. So,
What are you protesting?
well, nothing to protest. You know, I don't know.
Everything's just
Antifa. You know, the story. You know, the list goes on and on. You know,
Yeah.
It's a big list.
my particular focus is my dad fought in World War II. He battled the Bulge and Bronze Star and all that sort of stuff.
That's cool.
He was actually Antifa because he fought the fascists. So, you know, Antifa is not a bad thing. Antifa is anti-fascism. So I'm proudly a member of Antifa. There's no membership. There's no headquarters. But we're fighting the fascism that's going on right now. But it's the No Kings Parade. It purportedly could be. It's in about 20, 30 countries. Could be the largest single protest in American history.
That'd be good.
Would dwarf the Vietnam War protests. So they're in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of towns in the country. So I don't know what I'm going to say or do yet, but
I thought this was
we have to
Saturday.
make a voice heard.
That's
I'm
good.
sorry.
I thought it was Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Saturday.
Yeah,
right.
it's Saturday. Yeah, go to nokings.org,
Yeah.
and it's going to be huge. And of course, good old Mike Johnson from Louisiana says that everybody who goes there is pro Hamas and they're members of Antifa. So I'm going to admit to being a member of Antifa because my dad damn near died. He got PTSD and frostbite at the Battle of the Bulge fighting fascists. So he wants to anybody wants to insult my father because he fought the fascists, then they get on my bad side. So I'm
No,
just
he's-
saying.
He's
That
a
No
dick.
Kings Pro is this Saturday?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
This Saturday.
Yeah. No Kings. It's big. You can Google No Kings parades. I think it's nokings.org, I believe.
Well, that's
Take
going to
some
be
pictures.
everywhere.
Take some pictures with your phone when you're there and let us see them.
Yeah.
I'm planning to do that, and then there's a guy. We have a local election here, and a guy that I know who is a OCDC engineer, but he's been here in Westminster for 46 years, and he's discovered the city council amazingly is a little corrupt. So he's asked me to help write some stuff and do some videos, which I've never done a political video, to kind of hopefully bring light to some of the corruption that's cost the city of Westminster, which is only a town of 100,000 people, tens of millions of dollars over the last 2 or 3 terms. So I haven't been politically active in quite some time because I really haven't had time being a full-time caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's. But it feels like it's time that I have to do that. So I may have some, and if I go to jail, guys, just watch the TV, okay?
All right.
I'm in the jailhouse now.
Well, hopefully we'll see you next
That's right.
Wednesday and not from jail.
Really?
Yeah, well, I don't know. that makes some good TikTok videos. You know, I'm just saying. Of course, you
Okay.
can't take your phone in there, but other than that,
Well,
so
don't you,
anyway,
you have a free pass, don't you?
Bring your Monopoly deck with you.
that's right. That's it. So
All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
see
we
you
love you
next
anyway,
week.
guys.
guys,
Take care,
Bye.
Kent.
see ya.
Roger.
Take care.